Alright guys, so today we're going to check out the Mi Audio Pebbles. Now this isn't a typical true wireless earbud. In fact, it's a lot like the Samsung Galaxy Buds Live. Now I know a lot of people either love or hate this type of design because this isn't the normal earbud that has the silicone ear tips, but it's not like a pair of AirPods that's just kind of hanging in your ears either. This is a design that kind of fits into your ear canal while still allowing you to be very aware of your surroundings. So we're going to talk about all of that. We're going to talk about the price because these do come in at $29, so that's very inexpensive. But on top of that, they even have the little coupon box you can check off. So right now you can pick these up for $21, and there's not very many audio products that you can pick up for around $20 that can give you this kind of versatility. So we'll talk about that as well. We're going to talk about what all comes inside the box and see pretty much why I think this should be in everybody's collection, especially when you can get it for around $21. So to start with, this is a very just compact design. From the case to the earbuds themselves, everything is very small, so it's really easy to keep with you. But the whole purpose of these is basically so that you can wear them while you're at work or while you're working out or running and still be absolutely aware of everything in your environment. But it's not hanging out of your ears like AirPods. It's just sitting in your ear canal without blocking it. It's relying on the speaker direction to just be pointed right into your ear canal so that you can hear everything, but leave everything open so you can still hear everything else around you. Now, it's also a pretty low profile design that I was able to use these and lay on a pillow without it feel like it's jamming it into my ear. So that's kind of rare as well. There's not many pair of earbuds or anything like this where you can just lay on a pillow and listen to your music or podcasts or whatever you're going to be using these for. Now, they are available in 4 different colors, which you can see all 4 colors here. I do like the subtle look of the black. All of them kind of have a glossy look to them, but they are not fingerprint magnets. They still kind of have like a film over them that keep them from showing all the fingertips. They do come in rated at IPX4, so obviously if you are going to use them outdoors, if you're going to be out and it starts to rain, or if you sweat heavily, or if they get splashed, they're going to be fine. They're just not a pair that you can submerge or drop into water. Now, as far as what all you get inside the box, this is also very simple. These do not use ear tips, so there's no ear tips in the box. In fact, the only thing you get is a USB-C cable, and you are going to have to use this to charge these. The case is not a Qi wireless charging case. In fact, there's no fast charging on these either, so you kind of have to keep in mind that they did have to cut some corners to be able to get the price this low. So don't expect fast charging or Qi wireless charging. But speaking of the charging, battery life is actually very impressive because on a full charge, the earbud actually gets 8 hours. So that's going to last you through a full work day. Well, with the charging case, you're going to get 24 hours total. So if you just want to use it for a straight 24 hours, you can do that. Just you have to kind of keep in mind the charging time on charging the actual earbuds. Now, as far as the specs on these, it is using a 10mm dynamic driver. It does use Bluetooth 5.3, which is really good as far as cutting down lag. And on top of that, it even has a gaming mode that you can switch these into, which is going to definitely help while using these with movies, videos, and gaming. So this is a very good pair to use if you're going to be using them for all different types of media. Now, as far as Bluetooth codecs, it is only AAC and SBC playback, so you're only really getting like standard Bluetooth codecs. Nothing fancy here, but because of its design, you're not really going to be able to take advantage of high-end Bluetooth codecs anyway. So again, maybe that's by design, maybe that's to cut costs, but that is something you might want to know. Now, moving back over to looking at the case and the earbuds, the case has a USB-C input on the back, and that's where you're going to charge these. But on the front, you can see it has a little light bar. And this is how you gauge how much battery life is actually left on the case. But when you open up the lids, you can see that the earbuds, again, have that really smooth finish to it. The earbuds fit in my ear very nicely. This is one of those that I can easily forget are in my ears. But the huge plus is they do use touch controls, and I am happy to say that they give you control over everything because there's no app with these to be able to switch anything around. So out of the box, you're getting your play, your pause, the ability to skip your tracks forward, go backwards. You have your volume control, and then you also can switch these into the gaming mode all from the earbuds themselves. Now, if you are going to use these for taking phone calls, they are using dual microphones, and I think they do a pretty decent job of picking up my voice, and I also think they do a decent job of kind of blocking out some of the things around me. But you guys can be a judge by listening to a test here. So here's the mic test using the Me Audio Pebbles. As you can tell, it does actually pick up my voice fairly well. Obviously, it does sound digital. It does have some warmth to it, but this is what it would sound like if you were to take a call. And so now here's the mic test with a crowd noise being played, which you can hear here. And so this is what it would sound like if you were to take a call in public. So now let's talk about the sound. But first off, let's kind of talk about what you should expect because of this design. Now, with the Samsung Galaxy Buds Live or even the Lava Beans, some other earbuds that I've tested that have this similar design, bass is never going to be up front. It's just not something that this style of design is capable of really reproducing like a pair of earbuds. It's not a bass heavy pair. It's not boomy. It's not bloated. You can hear the impact of bass, but you're not going to feel it like you do with those other earbuds. So this is not a bass heavy earbud, but what it is very focused on the mids and the treble. So vocalists and dialogue and instruments and everything like that are definitely up front. All of that sounds extremely clear, which again brings it back to what's a huge benefit of using these is if you're going to listen to podcasts where it's just people talking, or TV shows or movies, and again, even gaming where you need to hear that dialogue, all of that's going to be pulled out and sound extremely clear. But if you're a bass head, you really just aren't going to be happy with these because that's not what they're designed to do. So definitely curb your expectations based off what these are for. But I still think it sounded great across all genres. Again, it's just not going to stand out because of its bass. And I'm not going to break this down into each category or genre like I've done before, because I essentially kind of treat these like having a speaker with you, a speaker that's kind of off at a distance where, you know, you're not just trying to critically listen to things. They do sound very open because of their design, and I still think they do a really good job of being able to tell where different sounds are coming from. So my overall opinion on these is they're not made to replace your headphones. They're not made to replace your earbuds. They're really made to just give you a different way to listen to music where you can continue to listen to things in a lot of different environments where you can't have your normal headphones or earbuds. Again, this isn't for critical listening. This isn't going to be where, you know, it's going to replace any of those things. So if you're somebody that just likes to continue to listen to your music or listen to your podcast or TV shows or movies while you're still at work or while you're out running and you still need to hear your environment, or just there's so many different situations that I can say where these come in handy, where you can't use those other things. Again, it's just another tool to listen to your music. So at $21, it's a hell of a deal. And I think even at the normal $29, again, this is why I say that, you know, this is something that I think a lot of people should have in their collection, or a product that has this type of design, where I feel like the Galaxy Buds Live came in way too expensive for what it is. Now you can get them for under $100, where I think it's a much better buy, but being able to get products like this around $21 makes it even harder to buy the Galaxy Buds Live even at their sale or current price. So yeah, this is an easy product to recommend because it's something different and it allows you to just keep on listening. But guys, that's my video on the Me Audio Pebbles. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Thank you so much for checking out all the other videos. And as always, make sure to stay tuned for more.